Good. Viewing meeting details. For now. For now. Thanks. Okay. Oh, I got one there. Okay. That did not help me at fucking all. You ready? Okay. Hey, Johnny, can you hear me?
I can hear you as soon as I get it off mute.
All right. Thank you. Trying something new today, so I just want to make sure my tech is in. It's pretty good. All right.
All righty. Just me and you so far?
Yeah, so far.
Oh, okay. You got in touch with that guy I sent you that NASO referred, didn't you?
I think so. When did you send it to me?
Last week I thought you had sent him an invite to this meeting.
Yeah, I probably did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went back through all the emails just so I didn't miss anything.
Did did he have prior experience?
I'm trying to remember
You
their
don't
name because
remember.
I talked for a few of them, man, because I don't know.
Okay. And I'd have to look up his name too. So
Okay. Okay, good, Jay. All right, we can use this. Get order form on the prior. Got it. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. So interesting. Hmm. Oh, did it have an agenda? Oh,
Hey, what's going on, Cedric?
Hey, Jake, what's happening?
Oh man, everything's good, brother.
Good, good.
Everything's good. Thank God, man. How you been? How's your day?
Had an interesting day at work, but I'm good. Came home to barbecue with my wife, but
Oh
I'm
man,
I'm hanging out with y'all.
that sounds good, man. What you putting on the grill, brother?
I saw some chicken down there and some we ain't got that much, man. It's just me and her today. So
Okay, but that's
chicken
good.
and
Sounds good.
some kind of pork.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on just a second, brother.
Hey, Seth.
Yes.
Hey, what's up, Eric? What's going on?
I'm all right. I
Good.
just everybody all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, doing good. How about you, brother?
Doing fine. Doing fine, thanks. That's that files.
That's me, brother.
All right, good to hear from you.
What's Yeah, you too, what's going on, Eric?
Not much, just getting back in football mode.
That's it, brother. Hey, and I had reached out, said to that young man, Kamari,
Yeah.
and he said he normally goes to the gym at 7 o'clock. And I told him to try to jump on. So he
Okay.
may or may not make it.
Yeah,
But
he's jumping on now.
okay, awesome. Good deal.
hmm Thought Norm would get on.
I
Going on,
talked to
guys? How you
Norm
doing?
Hey, what's
yesterday.
going on?
Hey, Kamari, how you doing, brother?
Doing pretty good, sir. Appreciate the invitation, man.
Absolutely. You got it, brother.
Okay. Oh, okay, cool. All right. What time is it? 7:30. We'll just catch people up as we get on, as they get logged in. All right. First thing I want to do is thank everybody for getting on, all the new folks to Peach State. And anyone just want to learn about high school football officiating, and that can turn into not just high school, but rec league. Um, and those are usually middle school kids and middle school football and high school. We also give you the tools to do flag football as well. And once you learn the basics, you're basically open and be prepared to at least entertain other levels and other forms of football. Let me get started where I will go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Cedric Cooper. I am I've been officiating here in the state of Georgia for this will be my 26th season. I started in the year 2000. Football officiating was a little bit different then. We had a lot more, uh, we just had a lot more officials. Uh, let's just be honest. We had a lot more officials. So the progression um, of new officials becoming experienced officials was a little bit different. You guys who have never officiated before, you will be on a completely different path than myself and probably any other experienced official that's on this call now. Things happen a lot faster for the newer officials, especially the ones that catch on pretty quickly and just do the intangibles. And when I say intangibles, I mean just showing up, being on time, being prepared, and having a willingness to learn and able to accept criticism as well. Okay. And we're going to get into a little bit of that. And I'll take some questions. May even have some film to show you. But let me talk about this agenda while I got it up. Let me try to share my screen and we will go ahead and get started. Okay. I think I'm going to share. Start with this one. All right, let's start with the agenda, and we're going to start out with our welcome and introductions. Also, I didn't mention I'm also the vice president of Atlanta Peach State Football Officials Association. Basically, I'm have the responsibility of recruitment and marketing responsibilities as well. So with recruitment, that's why I'm on this call with you guys, and that's why you're here. We did a little bit of recruiting. We picked up some folks, a lot more than that's on the call, but we are going to see what happens. A little bit different with football. I mean, folks got plenty of time to get started and join. So all the folks that's not on this call, we probably meet a lot more once we get started, especially with the on-field training. Also on the call, we have some other officials here. We got James Files. James, you are on the board as what?
Hey, good evening, everybody. I'm actually the line judge representative to the board. And for
Okay.
those who may not know, that's just one of the officials who works the line of scrimmage.
All right. We also have Johnny Wilson. You probably get a lot of emails from Johnny. He is our secretary. Johnny, I don't know if you wanted to say something real quick.
Yeah, just tell your spam filter that anything I send is not spam.
Got it. Thank you. We got Eric Dobbs on the call also.
Hey, good evening, guys. Glad you could join. I'm Eric. I'm the middle school and sub-varsity football rep, and look forward to you guys working with you this season. And you're taking the first step. That's all I have.
Good. Thank you. All right. We also got Keith. Keith, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Sure. Good evening, everyone.
Okay, that's usually follow with my name is.
I thought I unmuted myself. All right. So yes, good evening, everyone. My name is Keith Wesley. I am the second president of the association with the responsibility of training. So you will, I will be working with you all in the next few weeks once we get these training sessions scheduled. I've been with the association now since 2011. And just like said, right now with officiating, not only with football, but just officiating in general, the landscape has changed. So it's a great opportunity for you all if you want to get in here and put in the work and become part of the team.
All right, thank you. Trish, you on?
I am, and I was in mid-chew, so I apologize. Hello, everyone. I am Tree McKay. I am the flag football booking secretary, and I've been calling football games here now for a whole bunch of years. I will give you a number, but then you might think I'm old, so I'm just gonna say a whole bunch of years. If you need any help, I'm more than willing to help out any way I can. And yeah, welcome to the association.
All right, thank you. All right, looks like we got some names on here. I remember from the list, but I'd like you guys to take a couple minutes rather, to introduce yourselves and let us know if you've had any kind of experience calling football, and let us know what area of the city, the Metro Atlanta, that you live in. How about James Ferrier?
Hey, hey, how you all doing?
All right.
I've been doing for 8+ years. I just relocated down to the Hampton area. I'm coming from North Carolina, and I'm just excited to get started.
All right. Thank you, James. Said North Carolina.
Yes, sir.
You familiar with Gary Lott? Does that name sound familiar?
No, he might not. He might not be with the East Carolina Football Association.
Okay. Okay. All right. No problem. Thank you for getting on. Really appreciate it. You're gonna learn a lot tonight, and hopefully over the next several months before we get kicked off for the season. I think it kicks off on August 21st officially, but I think we got Corky Kell games that week of the 15th, the 17th, or something like that. All right, Jarvis.
How you doing? Jarvis Sims, located in Gwinnett County, Northeast Georgia. Never officiated anything before, but looking forward to it.
All right, good deal. Thank you, Jarvis. I think the biggest thing that you'll learn really quick is exactly how fast and how big some of these high school football players are. All right, Stephen Morris.
Yes, good evening, everyone. I am located down in Peachtree City in Fayette County. I have done officiating with basketball, GHSA, but this would be my first year doing football.
Okay, good to know. There's going to be a lot of things that we don't have to teach you because you get them by officiating basketball. And that's just that awareness of where you are, what you're doing at all times, and that eye that you have to notice what players are doing and not doing. All right, thanks for getting on. Who else I got? Kamari. How you pronounce your last name, Kamari?
Q.
Pugh. All right, Kamari
Sir.
Pugh.
Hey guys, I'm Kamari Pugh. I'm located in Clayton County, and I never had any ref experience before. I'm looking forward to it.
Good job. All right. Where you say you're located?
Clayton County.
Clayton? Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. We do a ton of games in Clayton, and that's high school all the way down to middle school, I believe. And DeKalb County is not that far from you either. So you should get plenty of opportunities to work. Can't promise you you'll always be close to home, but we do have a lot of games that we do, a lot of schools that we do down in Clayton County.
Oh yeah, sir. That sounds awesome to me.
Good, good. However, I'm gonna say it early. If I pulled up a map as far as everywhere that we call games or where you'll have the opportunity to call games, I will pull up the complete state of Georgia. Okay, because we work. I've done games in Dalton, Georgia, done games in Valdosta, over in Carrollton, and over in Augusta, and that's all the borders of the state. I'm not saying that that's not going to happen every week. Most of the time, you be in Metro Atlanta, but every now and then we do get the opportunity to travel a little bit and do some football, and it's pretty cool, to be honest with you. All right, getting through the agenda, we did our welcome and introductions. We're going to talk a little bit about Peach State. We're also going to talk about some GHSA requirements. That's Georgia High School Association. We're going to give you some expectations as far as assignments that you'll get throughout the year. Tell you some paths to success. I'll talk a little bit about the philosophical approach of calling football. Then we'll talk about some tools and equipment that you need and the next steps after today in order to get started. Okay. So what I'm going to do is get my presentation up real quick. And you guys see that?
Yeah.
Do you see
Yeah,
a
I can see it.
PowerPoint
Yes, sir.
presentation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. All right.
Yeah.
All right, let's get started. All my Peach State folks, chime in if you feel the need. Let's get back up here. All right, let's talk about a little bit of Peach State. We've been doing football for a long time, since 1955. We do 11-man football and we do flag football. We've got approximately 110 plus officials on the roster, I think a little bit more than that. And part of our main focus is training and postseason assignments. Okay. Just some highlights over the last few years. In 2023, we actually had 13 officials working finals games in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We had 9 on-field officials. We had 1 full crew. GSSA also does something called district crews, where they pick officials from different associations from around the state, and they put them together and they call games. So we had 2 district appointed officials working championship games a few years ago, and 4 auxiliary officials. Now, auxiliary is your clock operators, your chain crew as well, okay, and the play clock operators as well, okay. And in 2024, we had 2 crews that reached the semi-final round. And we've had officials on the GHSA playoff evaluation board. And those are the folks that watch film of officials working playoff games, and they grade them in terms of their performance, their accuracy, their mechanics, the whole nine. And the best scores continue to advance into the playoffs and continue working. And I'll show you what that looks like. Well, now, GHSA is what we are governed by, the Georgia High School Association. When we're out there on the field, we used to wear that's all we wear now is GHSA patches. So when people see you, they're going to immediately associate you with Georgia High School Association. And that's when you know that you're calling a Georgia high school game as well. There are going to be games where we're going to ask you not to wear the shirt that has the GHSA logo on it. And a lot of times that's middle school, things like that. They do not govern those games. Okay. All right. But you still have to be in order to work, and this is for postseason games. Okay. You must be a member of an approved officials association, GHSA approved association, which is Atlanta Peach State. You have to register with GHSA they have this website called dragonflymax.com, and that's where you register with the state. And if there's any dues you got to pay, that's where you would pay them. I think the dues they hover around $30 or so, $35, something like that. You also have to attend a GHSA sanctioned football camp, and they do that every summer. You'll have about 5 or 6 opportunities, different locations around the state. They're usually about 2 in the Atlanta metro area. I think last year we was at Kell High School, or one of them. I think we were down south at I can't remember that school down there.
It was at Stars Mill.
Yeah, Stars Mill. Stars Mill. Thank you, Jay. Yeah, so you got to attend a camp. Now, traditionally, we haven't really put a lot of pressure on new officials to go to a GHSA camp, but I'm asking you to really consider going, just so you can see how big this thing is, what we do. My man that does basketball, he's probably aware of some of the camps involved for the state. So if you're new to this, one of the best ways to get some knowledge as far as football officiating knowledge and just process and operational knowledge is to come to the camp. You learn a lot, plus you see exactly how big this thing is that we're doing, and you'll see the family that you're trying to get involved with. Okay, so I do recommend that our new officials go to these camps if you can.
Cedric,
yeah, go ahead.
it's Johnny. Just wanted to let the new guys know that on the GHSA website under football is a list of all the camps and where they are and the registration application.
Yep. Yes, it is. And I could show them that as well. We're going to get to that. Got a list of websites that I want you guys to take a look at as well. Also, in order to do postseason assignments, there's an online rules clinic that we do. And basically all you do is point and click, get through it. And you also have to work a minimum of 5 varsity games throughout the season. Okay. Any questions so far?
I would also say that minimum of 5 varsity games can include sub-varsity games being JV games. one JV, well, 2 JV games equal 1 varsity game. So
Thank you.
those
I
are
forgot
also.
about that. Yep. Thank you.
Mhm.
All right. This is something else from GHSA. We talked about postseason. These are the evaluations that I mentioned a little bit earlier. This one is from my crew from last year, this past season, off season, postseason rather. This was a 3rd round game, Woodward Academy versus Thomas County Central down in Thomas County Central. And where is that at? You go to Valdosta and make a right, and you're somewhere in that foot of Georgia down there. But as you can see, the evaluators are pretty honest. They tell you when you're wrong. They tell you when you're right. They give you a score. Average score is a 3. So for my crew in this game, they actually gave us an overall score of 2 for the entire crew, which is not good. We had a bad play on a goal line play that just kind of had us discombobulated. At least that's how it looked on the film. So, I kind of expected this, but this is something that you can look forward to in the future years that you're working, that if you do get on a crew that is going to be evaluated by the GHSA evaluation board, your goal is to get a high enough score where you continue to work, right? And just remember, it starts out with 64 games, then 32, then 16, then 8. So the first couple rounds, I don't think they score you. But if you want to get to that top 16, you got to make sure you got a high enough score to get into the top 16 of crews. Now, that's something down the road for you guys, but I did want to show you this, that, even on a high school level,
Yes.
we do go through some scrutiny. So you got to be prepared for that. And like I said, just mentally aware of everything that you're doing out on the field, because somebody is always watching. And even when we're not getting evaluated, it could be game 1, could be a spring game, it could be a preseason game. You still want to be aware of what you're doing at all times, because with that black and white striped shirt, we stand out. So everybody can see what you're doing. All right. You have to be almost exemplary out here on these high school football fields. And just remember, there's cameras everywhere. All right. Now, I put together some assignment expectations for new officials. And, I was looking over it the other night, and I may be wrong on this one, because like I said, new officials are advancing a lot quicker now. I think it's due to a lot of things. The technology that's available in order to train, plus there is a need for sports officials on a high school level. And a lot of times that opens up opportunities for new officials to come in and do what they got to do. And those of you that show that you're grasping the information, you have a willingness to learn, you're asking the right questions, you're able to build some trust, though that is what gets you on the field and keeps you on the field. Okay. Any questions so far about anything we've had so far? All right, let's keep it moving. All right, paths to success in officiating. Okay, and this statement here, what you give determines what you gain. All right, we're going to give you access to a lot of different ways to train. but it's still going to be up to you in order to really dig deep into that material. Study and watch film, read your mechanics book, your rules book. All of that is going to be on you. And a lot of times that's what determines your success. As far as what you put into this is definitely going to be what you get out of it. Okay. All right. Number one, showing up. And I think we talked about this earlier. Being on time, reviewing the reading materials, watching video, and accepting criticism. Now, all of us aren't professional speakers, okay? So when you do get some criticism, only thing I ask, you focus on the message, not the messenger, okay? Everybody's not Barack Obama out here able to speak to just about anybody. You know, we got a lot of guys out here that and no offense to Trish, but it's a lot of men, and a lot of men, there's no bluff, no fluff. They just tell you what it is. Okay. So focus on the message that they're telling you. Try not to focus on the messenger. Remember, you're probably going to get criticism from guys who don't know you from Jump Street. So they don't have a reason to attack you or anything like that. Only thing they're doing is, hey, we got to manage this game. Here is something you might want to consider doing instead of what you're doing. Okay. Everybody's not the best at it, but remember, focus on the message, not the messenger. And just have a great attitude about it. You know, everything's not going to go your way. You're going to make mistakes. First year or two, you're in learning mode. And that's all you want to do is just absorb as much as you possibly can. And having a great attitude, it goes a long way. And have that willingness to learn. There are no bad questions, no stupid questions. You need to know. So just ask whatever you got on your mind. Just ask. And we ask you just be a proud advocate of Atlanta Peach State. Okay? Because the first question that people ask, and this is, we could be watching the game on TV. The first question anybody asks when somebody makes a mistake is, what association is that official with? That is the first question they ask. So we just want you to be proud advocates of Atlanta Peach State. You decide to join up with us. All right. Also, something real quick. I look at this. This is like a triangle of knowledge. Okay. Position mechanics, communication, rules of the game. You need to know all of those. However, you want to start with position mechanics, and that is knowing where you're supposed to be on the field during specific situations, where you are during kickoffs, run plays, pass plays, field goals, punts. We're all designated to be somewhere during all those different situations. You need to know where you need to be during all of those situations. Okay. Communication. It's just the ability to communicate with coaches, players, game administrators, teachers, whoever that you bump into while you're out there on the field. And at some point, be able to communicate with coaches in terms of rules application. Okay, because he's going to ask that question. Okay, why wasn't that a hold? Or why was that a hold? You need to be comfortable enough in order to answer the coach where he thinks that you are a competent official. Rules of the game. This is probably the last thing that you're going to pick up, okay? But you still, at some point, have to be able to correctly apply the rules, fairly, and like I just mentioned, articulate them to coaches so they understand what we're doing. And that actually kind of coincides with you being a good official, a better official, or a great official. Basically the same thing. So for me, this keeps it simple for me. I know I got to know my mechanics. I got to be able to talk, and I got to be able to know the rules. Those three things. And we're going to get you there through training, practice, and just throwing you out to the wolves so you can learn. All right. Our president, Norm Smith, he wanted me to talk about these code of ethics. And this is in the rule book. If you've never seen a sports rule book, this is what it looks like. Okay. Now, we're going to run through it real quick, but basically what this is saying is officials are held to a higher standard. Okay. They expect us to show integrity, be honest, call the game like we're supposed to call it. We are expected to know the rules. Nobody out there is going to know that you are a new official until you let them know that you're a new official. So until then, you guys are going to be, they're going to expect that you know what you're doing out there. Okay. Officials will work as a team, together as a team. We have to rely on each other, watch each other's back as well. Remember, football is a very emotional game, and everybody handles their emotions on different levels. Okay, but we have to work as a team so that we try to keep ourselves out of trouble and make sure that nobody gets hurt. And if somebody is injured, we have some plans for that as well. Just said that, expected to know the rules. We need to be professional at all times and with all interactions, whether it's with kids, coaches, game administrators, or school administrators, like principals and athletic directors. We're expected to be sober. We try not to drink the same day as a game. We're expected to be sober. It's all that's to it. We should be mentally and physically prepared and look the part. There's one thing that coaches do, and they've told us this in group meetings that, I usually can look at an official and tell them, figure out right then and there what kind of game I'm going to get. And, if coaches believe that. But you don't want to give them any reason to think negatively of you. Okay. Some things you just can't help. People are still human. People still have their own biases. Hey, it's something that we got to deal with. The only thing that is true in this is the game itself. So that's what we focus on. All right. Said this before. Officials will be on time. Oh yeah, must be aware. And I said this earlier. All eyes are on them at all times. So please act accordingly. You must be aware that you can get hurt out here on this football field. Okay. You're running a lot. So you got to make sure you get your stretches in. You don't want to pull something. Don't forget these players, they have these hard plastic pieces of equipment on, helmets, shoulder pads, and just the force of them running. If they hit you, you're going to feel it. You might get injured. So officials just need to be aware at all times we can get injured. So we have to take the necessary precautions. Okay. And officials should be knowledgeable of what to do during emergency situations. We're going to learn that over the course of the next several months. but we'll let you know. And emergency situations, it could be kids fighting on the field. These are players. It could be things that's happened, like gunshots have occurred, whether in the stadium or outside the stadium. Emergencies such as weather related, especially with lightning. We don't play around with that. So even if lightning is a few miles away, a lot of times we'll still take players off the field. So we're going to help you out with that as far as what these emergency situations are. And but you need to be prepared for that. And that's one of the things that we're going to train you up on. And you should be ethical, okay? Even when you're not on the field. People like to work with folks who do the right thing, especially in this avocation that we're doing. And if you're ethical off the field, there's a good chance that you'll be ethical on the field. And that's a whole nother beehive that we have to worry about. So the expectation is for officials to be ethical at all times. All right, if you haven't thought about it, these are some of the benefits of sports officiating, and not just football, but basketball as well, or any other sport for that matter, especially ones that you're going to break a sweat if you're out there working. You get to stay active, you give back, you earn some extra money, get to escape some life pressures, get to build some camaraderie with folks, some fortitude, because that's what it's really going to take if you're going to make it for a long number of years. You enhance your emotional intelligence, and a whole lot of other stuff. Okay. All right. Any questions so far? I know I'm kind of running through it, but I don't want to keep you guys all night. And but does anybody have any questions? All right, let's talk about some of the tools that you're going to need. All right, uniforms and accessories. These are shirts. We have 2-inch. So when you go look for these, you want the 2-inch stripe shirts. They come short sleeve and long sleeve. We wear short sleeve most of the time. As we get deeper into the playoffs, of course, the weather is cooler, so we end up wearing shorts then. Long sleeves then. However, you still want to make sure you have at least one long sleeve shirt, just in case. Because your referee, when you get assigned to a crew, he's going to let you know, hey guys, we're wearing short sleeves tonight, we're wearing long sleeves tonight. So you want to be prepared. And a lot of times when one person does not have the proper shirt, generally we all wear the wrong shirt. We try not to look mismatch out there. So it's really important, and everybody's going to be looking at you like you're crazy when you don't have a long sleeve shirt and it's 40 degrees outside. So just make sure you try to get both. You got time on a long sleeve, of course. Pants, they have a 1.5-inch stripe on the side. It's just one stripe that goes all the way down the leg of the pants. You'll need a hat. Generally, you want your black and white, black with a white trim hat. And you need shoes. They should be predominantly black with white trim. Okay. And don't forget, for accessories, you still need a belt, black belt. You want it wide. Some people get the I forgot what it's called. But anyway, just a black leather belt.
Patent leather.
Yeah, patent leather. Some people get the patent leather as well. Thank you, Jay. You need some penalty flags, probably 2 of them, a whistle. You might need a couple bean bags. We use the black bean bags. If you want, a bean bag is used to, let's say, indicate a yard line. It also indicates when there's a loose ball, like a fumble or a muff, something like that, just to indicate the spot where the ball was fumbled, or the spot where the ball was muffed, or the spot where the player went out of bounds and you got to turn around and look to the sideline, but you don't want to lose your spot, so you'll drop a beanbag on the spot where the ball went out of bounds. Okay. You also might need a down indicator, and a down indicator kind of fits on your finger. And every down, and this is how you keep track, because one of the worst things we could do is lose a down or give a down, an extra down to a team. That's one of the worst things we could do. So you want to get this little down indicator that kind of fits on your finger, and every down you just move it just so you'll know what down it is. Okay. And then there's some game cards, stuff like that. And a lot of times you can get all of this in one package. And Jay Files, who's on the call, he is our resident uniform and accessory seller at Peach State. And he wanted me to show you guys what he is offering. Uh-oh. Let me get this up. What do I do with it, Jay? Oh, I might be behind this. Come on up. Oh, come up. Let me grab it again, Jay. Oh, here it is right here. Okay. So this, throw this over here. All right, Jay, you got it. Jay?
I didn't see it come on my screen. Did you share it?
Yeah, do you see it?
I don't. Let me go back.
All right, hold on. No, don't do nothing. Let me do it. Let me figure it out. Hold on, hold on. All right, let's get. Man, who's tripping? Please move this window away. Okay, I'll move it away. All right, let's do it like this. Ah, shit, Jay, my fault. No, don't want to do that. Did it like that. Okay, hold on, Jay. Well, all right. My bad. Hold on, Jay.
All right.
I know I keep saying that. Okay. All right. See it?
I don't. Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right, guys. Jay,
All right.
he sells equipment, things like that. He's got packages, starter packages, all kind of stuff. Jay, you can go ahead and explain what you got here.
All right. Thank you, Cedric. And good evening, brothers. Appreciate y'all joining us tonight, and definitely want to congratulate you on expressing your interest, and hopefully this is something that each of you want to do. And just a little bit about me. I've been officiating, I want to say since 2016, 17, or 17 to 18. So about 7, 8 years, almost 10 years. And started out just wanting to make a little extra money. Went to one of my children's middle school games and saw some of the officials and said, hey, I might like to want to do that. And started officiating recreation and middle school and decided to do high school, and I had decided I wanted to become one of the best and put the work in, and was able to actually work a state championship a couple of years ago, and have now wanted to commit myself to helping other guys come along, especially younger guys who may actually have a chance simply because of your age, if you commit yourself, to make it to the highest levels. Because as you look around, you see that the officials are aging, and the sport and the vocation and avocation is in need of officials. But now to what I do as far as one of my business ventures. We do JNC referee stuff, and it's a company that my wife and we started a couple of years ago. I just thought to fill a need, and what we do for Peach State and other high school officials, we have a referee starter kit, which actually help you get the tools that you would need to actually work a ball game, other than the shoes. And we have our starter kit would run you $195. And what that includes is a plain or non-logo short sleeve shirt, long sleeve shirt, a undershirt, game pants, a belt, hat, flag, whistle, bean bag, down indicator, chain, clip, game card holder. Those things are those tools that Cedric had mentioned. That would run you $195. And we are competitive with what is out there. If you price it around, we're going to actually come in a little less because we won't charge you the shipping, and we'll deliver it to you either in person or at one of our association meetings. And if you want to add the Georgia High School short sleeve, long sleeve shirt, and a pair of shorts, because in some of our sub-varsity games, depending upon which referee that you work with, may allow you to wear shorts. And if you decide to do some little league football or listen to the weather changes, most of those guys wear shorts. And that would run you $345. But that'll get you ready to go. And other than you getting a pair of shoes. We don't do shoes because most people, some people prefer look, some people prefer comfort. So shoes are real tricky. But we can definitely help you get your gear going. And if you reach out to me, I'll get you a copy of the order form. I'll email it to you. And then you take a moment, look at it, get your size, get it back to me. And then we do take, of course, good old-fashioned cash. We do Cash App, we do Apple Cash, and we also do automatic payments as far as, credit or debit card.
Do Zelle too?
Would love. I don't do Zelle because my bank, where I have my business account, for peer-to-peer, we use Western Union. We can do that. And I used to use the Zelle app as a standalone, but my bank doesn't participate with Zelle.
Okay.
But we can definitely work something to get your payment. And any questions for me?
No.
And if you would take a moment, take my phone number down, and then you can reach out to me, and also my email address. Shoot me an email, and I'll follow up with you. Usually, I try to answer my emails within a day, and look to make contact with you, and we can get you going.
All right. Thank you, Jay.
All right. Appreciate it, sir.
No problem. Thank you, sir. Hey, guys, also, just remember, what's this, April? So you got time. You do. You got time. You don't. Now, I will say this. The closer you get to the season, the better chance that folks like Jay start running out of stuff. Okay. So you don't want to wait to the last minute to get equipment. But you do have time, if you can't get the starter kit, you can just accumulate what you can over time. Okay. Um, Only thing I would recommend is if you're going to spend a ton of money on one thing, let it be your shoes. We are on our feet for the whole game. Unlike the players, we do not sub out. Unlike the players, we do not just work offense or defense. We are there for every play of that game. And from when I started, I would say a game would average somewhere about 80 or 90 plays. They were mostly running on a high school level, mostly run plays. But now things have changed, man. Now we can get up to 170, 180 plays sometimes. These kids are throwing a lot. And let's think about some of the guys that are in the NFL that came out of the Georgia high school system. Okay, folks like Cam Newton, folks like Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields. These guys were top recruits for a reason. And once you're out there on the field with, a five-star athlete like these guys, you realize, okay, this is a different level of football. But either way, they throw a lot nowadays. So you do need some comfortable shoes out there. And then you might get an assignment where you have 2 games or 3 games in one day. So you wanna take care of your feet. We can't do it without the feet. So that's what I was saying, if you're gonna spend a ton of money on one thing, let it be your shoes. Okay. All right. Any questions about equipment? Anything like that? No? Let's get back into this. All right. All right. Can you guys see that? The PowerPoint?
No, you
Yes.
still on James' document.
Still on
Yeah,
Jay?
it's still the
Okay.
same document though, yeah.
My bad. All right.
I see it.
Okay, let's go back here real quick. All right. And we're going to finish up.
There you go.
There we go. Thank you, sir. All right. Another thing, and Jay, I'm not trying to hate on you. I'm just saying there's a lot of information out here. But here's some of the websites that you might want to go to, and I can send you guys this deck. But apfoa.com, that's our website, Atlanta Peach State's website. GHSA.net, just the Georgia High School Association. I'm gonna go there in a minute to show you guys something. You also might want to check out the National Federation of State High School Association as well, nfhs.org. You'll see NFHS on the footballs that we use a lot of times. They also have a learning site as well, nfhslearn.com. I forgot, GHSA also has a learning site, which is learn.ghsa.net, and we're going to check that out. And then there's a lot of other different websites that you can go to get training material, reading material. Also, we use Arbiter.com. Now, Arbiter is where we get all of our assignments from right now. We don't do this anymore, I don't think, the digital.referee.com. But you can also get videos off of YouTube. There's a bunch of training videos on YouTube. GHSA has a channel, a YouTube channel. You guys will want to get on that as well. They have a lot of videos out there that teaches you all the mechanics and other things. And then there's some other places where you can go to get uniforms as well. But also, when you do get an assignment and you need to know where it is, we generally have the address on the in Arbiter, but you can also come to ghsa.net in their school directory, and you can pull up. You just start typing the name of the school, it'll come up, it'll give you the address, it'll give you the principal's name, the AD's name, the head football coach name, and anybody else that's important to that school. That information will be here. Okay. All right. Next steps. All right. One of the first things you want to do, you want to register with Atlanta Peach State football officials. I know there's a form that we need you to fill out. Johnny, if you can send me, I think I got one of those. I think I got the application. I can send that out to the folks on the call. You also want to register with GHSA. Now, you can't do that until probably July. That's usually when they open it up every year. And that's that Dragonfly website I told you guys about earlier. We're going to get signed up with Arbiter, and we'll do that once you guys register with APFOA. Check out some of those websites that we gave you, the GHSA YouTube channel. You want to continue checking your email for training, meeting, and clinic dates. This is the time of the year where you want to get your body right. Remember, we are in Georgia. There are times when we walk out on a football field where it may be 87 degrees, walking around outside the stadium. But once you get on that turf and those rubber pellets start heating up in that turf, it could easily get to over 100 degrees on a football field. I remember doing a game at the old Grady Stadium. I forgot what it's called now, but the old Grady Stadium. It is, oh man, we've had melted. Your shoes can melt, basically. The glue that keeps your soles together with the shoe. We've had officials where that glue will melt, and then all of a sudden their brand new shoes are turned into a big mouth. That's how hot it can get on a football field. Okay, so you want to prepare your body for that type of exposure to the heat. We've had a lot of instances where people have problems when it gets too hot. I watched a 6'4" guy pass out on the sideline as a result of the heat. So, dude, we stop games just to give players water, okay, during the hot months of the year. So it is super important that you're aware of what you're eating and make sure you get enough water. You got to be ready for this, okay? We're not just talking. You got to be ready. All right. Also, what you want to do, consider a mentor, and be prepared to make mistakes. It is gonna happen. It's not the end of the world. And trust me, whatever mistake that you make out on the field, I guarantee you there's a rule in the rule book for us to fix it. Okay. So Don't worry about making mistakes. And a lot of times that's the only way that you learn. But don't be afraid to make mistakes. Okay. Also, have fun learning. And once we get out on that field, a lot of personalities come out. Okay. So we're going to have a really good time when we get to the on-field training portion of this. And ask questions, please ask questions. Okay. If you don't know what you don't know a lot of times. So ask questions anytime your ears pop up, you're like, what? Wait, I don't understand. That's fine. Ask questions. Okay. All right. And now I'm asking you now. If you got any questions, this is the time. Anybody got any questions about anything that we talked about? So everybody's ready to go. If we give you an assignment next Saturday, you're ready to go. You're confident enough to get out there.
Ready, baby.
Yeah, they all say that. They all say that. All right. Let me
This, Johnny, let me say something.
Okay,
Just
go ahead.
remind the guys that in May we'll probably be having some spring training games, and anybody that would like to come and observe, they'll be more than welcome.
Yes, come and observe. And if you happen to, have some parts of your uniform, hey, you're gonna get some work on the field.
How will we know when and where these spring games happen?
Good question. I'm gonna send all of your email addresses to Johnny, and Johnny lets the entire association know what's going on, what events, including clinics, trainings, spring games, 707s, you name it. So Johnny will send all that information out in mass email.
Happy to do it if I get the information. Just ask Eric, will he post the spring games on our website?
Oh yeah, that too.
Eric may not still be on, but
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'll post all of the spring games on the website. So
okay. Now, guys, the spring games are before kids get out of school for the summer. Okay. Now, today is April the 8th. So this is coming within the next 30 days.
they are all in May, according to the GHSA.
Yeah. Yeah. So they try to do them that first 1 week, 1, 2, and 3 of May. Because the kids get out right before, or I don't know when they get out, right before Memorial Day, I guess. So they try to get all these games in those first 2-3 weeks of May. So if you got a shirt, even if you don't have whistles and all that, but if you got a shirt and some black shorts, you're probably going to get some work in. Okay. And it's super important that you guys get as much grass time as possible on the field. You want to get comfortable being out there. Okay.
One more question. What if anything do we need to have to go to the spring game? Other than uniforms, do we need to be registered? Do we need to have paid any dues? Anything got to be done before then?
Johnny, you want to get the specifics on that?
Not for our spring games for the new guys, because we can't register before July 1st.
Right.
So just get in touch with the referee that's listed on the website that Eric's going to post. Let him know you're coming, and they'll probably take you under their wing.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah, if I get a spring game, I'll let all you guys know. And you can come out, whether you got uniforms or not. You be out there with us on the sideline at least. Uh, and if you got uniforms and stuff like that, I will put you out there. I know there's a couple of schools that we work with as well. They usually do some intramural spring games or inter-squad spring games. Uh, you'll also have an opportunity to work there as well.
I have a question, Cedric.
Go ahead.
For those who want to get get signed up on Arbiter, what would they need to do? Because one of the new officials, Jarvis, had asked, and I wasn't for certain who who would do that, who would send him the invite, or because I'm not too versed on how that happens. But those who are interested, in go ahead and get on Arbiter. Is that
Okay.
something they can do now, or do they need to wait until they register with Georgia High School?
Said normally it's when they register with Georgia High School. I send the message to the information to Larry, and he sets them up in Arbiter.
Okay.
Now he may or may not, or Eric or Tree may or may not want to do it before they register, but that's up to them.
Well, I do know
Hey,
that.
said this Eric.
Go ahead, Eric.
So yeah, the process, they would have to register first, but for the spring games, they're not going to get directly assigned to a position anyway. So that's not necessary at this point. Just because they'll probably just come in filling in or whatever. So it's not that's not that important if they want to get some action or just observe the spring game.
That is correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't.
Hey, quick question. Then I'm already on Arbiter and on Dragonfly. Do I have to do anything special to
Yeah,
switch
you
it
might be
over
in
to
a
Georgia?
different association or something like that. It won't be for Atlanta Peach State. So
Yeah, James, what we'll have to do, Larry sends you an invite for Atlanta Peach State, and then you're registered with both associations. But they'll have to send you an invite for APFOA.
Okay.
All right. Do we have any more questions? There is something I wanted to show you guys real quick. What time is it? 8:40. Okay. Share. Okay. All right. Can you guys see the screen? It should say GHSA Education.
I can.
You can? Okay, good. All right. This is the website I was telling you guys about, learn.ghsa.net. And this is something I would love for you guys to do. You don't get, well, you probably get graded, but it doesn't mean anything. But this is our football spring refresher test. Now, when you go in here, and you may have to create an account, okay? You probably have to create an account when you get in. I think it's pretty easy. But just to give you an idea in terms of other tests that officials have to take as well. And it looks similar to this. And basically, it looks like there's 10 questions. And they let you know, hey, there are flags on this play. Using your knowledge of the definition of a back and a lineman, this is an illegal formation, and the official is correct. So blow this up. Move, move, move. All right. Now, let's look at this, okay? Now, as an official, your goal, well, just to start off, you'll have some responsibilities before the snap or pre-snap, and you'll have officials once the play is live. I'm sorry, you'll have responsibilities once the play is live. Now, the first responsibility as an official is you have to count, right? Now, how many players should be on each side of the field?
Was
Come on,
that a
football
question?
fans. How
Was
many?
that a question? Was that a question? 11.
Yes, that is a question. How
Oh,
many?
my bad. 11.
11, right. So you got 22 total, 11 on both sides, 11 on each side of the ball. So the first thing you want to do is count, okay? You want to make sure we got 11 players on both sides of the ball. Now, of course, if you're this guy,
Say there's a point of correction. It's no more than 11.
I'm sorry, you are absolutely correct, Eric. No more than 11. So,
And then on the offensive side, they have to have a legal formation, which means they would have to have at least 5 on the line, no more than 4 in the backfield.
correct.
So theoretically, they could play with 6 on
That's correct.
offense.
All right.
And
So,
on defense, it really doesn't matter. But neither team can have no more than 11.
right. That is absolutely correct. Thank you for the clarification, Eric. They can snap the ball with 10 players, 9 players. That can happen. They just can't have more than 11 on the field. All right. So I think they do have 11 in this particular play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So they're correct. They got the right amount of players out there. Now, Eric says something else. We can't have more than 4 players in the backfield, right? So let's count the number of players we have in the backfield. We have 1, because here's the ball way up here where this guy is standing. The line, he's a head linesman. So this is the line of scrimmage. What's that? That is the 38-yard line. And that's where the ball is. Being in the backfield is this guy who happens to be the quarterback. Looks like this guy's in the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
And these guys are obviously in the backfield. So what about these guys? Where are they at?
They're in the backfield also.
You think so?
They not where
Yeah.
they're supposed to be.
They definitely in the backfield.
Well, they're definitely not where they're supposed to be. You're absolutely right. Now, in situations like this, because, we're also game managers, we're not out there just to throw flags. We're out there to keep the game moving, right? So if you're on the sideline, let's say you're on this sideline because this team is on this sideline that we can't see. And if you are the line judge on this side of the field and you see this line and it looks kind of jagged, right? Okay, if that's the beginning of the game, fine. All right. Just to manage the game, to keep it moving, because you might have a flag here for an illegal formation. But a lot of times you just want to turn around to the head coach and say, hey, coach, you got to get your linemen on the ball. You got to move them up. Now, in the next play, if he doesn't move his players up, yeah, throw your flag. Because technically, these guys may not be in the backfield, but they are what we call no man's land. right? Now, the technical aspect of it is they need to be breaking the plane of the waist of the center. So they probably need to be about right here. Okay. So they are a little too far back. So I think this would be a legitimate illegal formation call. And then there's some other things that we're looking for during the play as well. And we're going to get into that over the next several months. Okay. But I do want to invite you guys to go to this website, learn.ghsa.net, and just test, your knowledge, what you have right now, and go through these plays, answer the questions, see what your score is. And that'll let you know what you don't know. Okay. Let me show you this too. This is our website, apfoa.com. A lot of times we tell you when our next meeting is. I know we need to update this. But there's a lot of information on this website. We also have a members page as well where we do game assignments and all other kind of stuff. There's a password that you need to get into that. But once you guys register, we'll give you all that information. But a lot of different websites that you can go to and check out.
Also, let them know, said that we put a link on the homepage there to the football training center.
Oh, yeah.
That's on there.
Is that the training?
GHSA football under links of interest.
Oh, yeah. This one. GHSA Football Training Center. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you click that, this is where it'll take you. I usually just go into more and either check out the training documents or the training videos. And they kind of show you a lot of different fouls and all other kind of stuff in here that you can take a look at. Okay.
Under videos on the prior page, it takes you to the ones that our guys have the state has posted under YouTube.
Oh, yeah, that's right. This is how they get to the GHSA YouTube channel. And as you can see, it's got tons of videos up here for you to review. Okay. Lots of information. Here's all the videos. Yeah, a lot to cover. But you guys got a few months, so you should be pretty busy. So get accustomed to looking at film. Let me show you this. Now, Huddle is one of the websites I think I gave you. In Huddle, this is where our games are from our officials. Yeah, so these are all the games that Atlanta Peach State, not all the games, but the ones that they give us. These are the schools that give us access to these games. And we watch these games, and this is how we learn, trying to see where is. And you guys would get access to Huddle as well. And I will tell you this, hey, film don't lie, okay? Film don't lie. So, but this is one of our best training tools out there, is film of us doing our thing. All right. Do we have any questions about anything that we discussed today? No? Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, we are going to we're going to do this virtual training again, probably in the next week or so. You'll be getting some invites, and we'll go ahead and get you guys' career started, and we'll see how it works out. You guys ready to do this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
You know it.
Hmm?
I say you know it.
All right. Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. This is one of the realest things I've ever done in my life, is being official. And being official has it has positively impacted my life in a lot of different ways, man. And it's hard to go through life, even off the field, not thinking like an official. You'd be surprised what areas of your brain opens up when you have to watch 22 players running at top speed and trying to figure out what they're doing and what they're not doing. Officiating has been one of the best things that's ever happened to me. Got a lot of friends. Hell, a lot of folks I hang out with all officiate. This journey you're about to get on, it's a wild one, but you're gonna get so much from it. I guarantee you. Everything ain't gonna be rosy, but if you hang in there, if you can hang in there, I guarantee you it'll be one of the best things you ever did in your life. All right. Any more questions? I wanted to be out by 9. So, all right, guys, keep checking your emails. My Peach State officials, do you guys have anything else that you want to mention to our new group here?
I think you pretty much covered everything, Cedric. And like you said, gentlemen, just be on the lookout for all the dates. We definitely have some tentative dates. We are going to have a collaborative training session with some other associations. So I'm just trying to lock down a location and a date for it. So, yep, make sure you're checking your emails.
All right. Johnny, Trish, you got anything?
Nope.
I'm all good.
All right. All right, guys. I'll shoot you guys an email so you have all my contact information. And if you got any questions about anything, just let me know. All right. But if nobody has anything else, I'll let you have the rest of your night.
All right,
Have a good
Cedric.
evening.
Appreciate
All
you,
right.
y'all. Everybody have a good night and welcome aboard, guys.
Good night.
All right. Thank you, guys. Take care.